Hi, I'm Mike, and today we're going to be changing the spark plugs in this 2001 Dodge Voyager. And if you take a look here at the engine compartment, it's really difficult to get to the back three plugs. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to remove this cowl. We're going to remove this whole windshield wiper assembly, and then we'll be able to gain access to the back plugs and make the job go a lot easier. The first step to remove this windshield wiper assembly is I made these little marks here with a black magic marker. You can use anything, just to use for a reference for reassembling a piece of tape, or it doesn't matter. So that when I reassemble, that they're in the right position and they park at the right spot, or else it's real difficult trying to figure out where they belong. So if you do this ahead of time, it'll make it a lot simpler. Next, I'm gonna remove this plastic cover here to expose this nut. It's a 15 millimeter. Take it out. I'm going to use this tool to remove this arm from this spindle or this stud. It's not, actually what this is a battery pulse terminal remover, but it works real good for this. All it is like a 2-jaw puller. After you remove your two wiper arms, next what you're going to want to do is remove these T25 Torx screws right here. There's about 5 or 6 of them along this plastic trim piece. And then after you get that, you're going to want to remove this plastic Phillips screw. What it is a quarter turn on it. And then what it is, it's got a little hook on it that keeps it in place. So just make a quarter turn like that, and that's it. That's all it takes. Next, what you're going to want to do is you're going to remove your negative battery terminal from the battery. We're going to disconnect this connector here that goes to the windshield wiper motor. And what it is it has this little locking tab here that you got to press up like that before you can disconnect it. Just press in this tab, it should just come right out. Just wiggle it off. And then it also has these drain tubes here that need to be removed. They just pull down this portion here, so you gotta get your hand in there and just twist it and pull it down to disconnect it. There's actually 2 of those. There's one on this side. Twist it and pull it down like that. You're gonna want to disconnect this tube here that goes to the windshield wiper fluid. Just twist it and pull it off. Like that. Okay, next what you're gonna do is you're gonna lift up this plastic trim piece, and this hose is clipped on here. It just pulls off like this, and then it goes to a wire where it goes to the 2 different sides. You want to disconnect that, just pull it off like that. Then this thing should just slide out of here. You gotta lift it up to get off the post and pull off the back. It's a little bit flexible, so you just gotta flex it a little bit. Just like that. Next, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna remove these 13 millimeter nuts off these studs here. There's about 4 of them. And then after you get those off, you're gonna wanna remove these bolts here. There's 4 of them. There's one here, there's one in each end. It's 15 millimeter. You wanna remove those from the firewall. Next, what you're going to want to do is you're also going to want to remove these 10mm nuts here. Once you get those nuts off, this thing should just pull right out. Just get it out gently and put it to the side. It comes out as an assembly with the arms and a molder. As you can see, it wasn't too difficult to remove that cowl, and without doing so, it makes it real difficult to change these rear plugs on this car. After we removed it, you can see how much room that we gained. See the spark plugs down here. And now I got a little bit more room to work, make this job go a little bit better. Next, what we're going to want to do is remove these boots, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to use this tool. What it is actually a hose remover pliers. That actually works pretty good for this. You don't want to just take the wires and pull it like this because you'll damage it. We're going to reuse these. So what you want to do is you want to take them down there and grip them at the base. First you want to twist it to break the seal. Then it should just pull right off like that. No damage done. First thing that I like to do before I remove the plug is I like to blow out the area to remove all the dirt and rocks and stuff so it doesn't fall into the cylinder. Next, what you're going to want to use is a small extension, a ratchet, and a 5/8 spark plug socket. Put it on there, push down and make sure it gets seated in there. Okay. Make sure you got a good grip on it. Crack it loose and spin it out. Here's the plug that I just removed from this vehicle here, and what this vehicle calls for on the gaps for the plugs is 50 thousandths. If you look right here on your sticker where it says vehicle information, it tells you what the gap should be. For this one, it's 50 thousandths, and I'm just checking this one to see where it was at. It's about 80 thousandths. So yeah, they expanded 30 thousandths over time from the spark and all the heat. So yeah, these plugs definitely need to be changed. This next step is optional but recommended. What you're going to want to do is take your little anti-seize and put them on the threads. This one happens to be copper. It's a good conductive of electricity. And also you can put a little dielectric grease on this portion here, on the ceramic part. It also helps seal out the moisture. Whenever you go put the plug back in, it's a good idea to start it by hand so you don't cross thread it. When you tighten them, you just want to go about a quarter turn past hand tight. And that's it. That's all you need to do is change the spark plugs. It's going to be kind of difficult to film the ones in the rear, but it's exactly the same way as in the front. You might need a couple extras, extensions or whatever, but that's it. And after you get those plugs in, just pop everything back in. It should go back together real well.